Hi guys.
Hello.
Hello.
What's up? Celebrate good times. Come on. Do 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 do
No.
do 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 do. Hey.
No.
What's up, everybody? We are your brothers in arms. Good to see you, or at least good to be seen by you. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
Definitely. Hi, we're your brothers in arms. This is our weekly podcast called Brothers in Arms, and this is episode 67 that is currently on the airwaves as we speak. It's being streamed right now on twitch.tv/Brothers in Arms podcast. You can find us live on there. Hey, look at that. Alex is even showing a visual because you know what? He monitors everything, and we love it. Thanks,
Everything.
bud. Thank you. But yeah, we're streaming right now on twitch.tv/Brothers in Arms podcast. This is our weekly audio and visual podcast. Yes, it is Monday, the 3rd of May. We had to skip a day this week. We missed Sunday because, well, life happens, jobs happen, and we make do. So
I was on duty.
yeah, Alex was on duty, and that's okay, man, because again, life happens, and this is important to all three of us. And so we do what we can to make sure that this happens because we got to check in with each other, make sure we're not going off the deep end. So thanks for that. And the weird noises commence. So for those who are only checking us out audio, yeah, you're missing out the visuals that we got going on here. Alex is playing with a percussive brush. Yeah, a brush, brush stick, a stick
See,
brush,
it's brush.
a
Stick brush.
stick brush, and Greg was just playing with his hands.
Jazz hands. Jazz hands.
They are definitely jazz hands. But anyways, yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is our weekly podcast. We do this to check in with each other because we're far away. We have not lived in the same house since 2001.
See,
2002. 2002.
That sounds about right.
Because 2000 was my graduating year of high school.
Yep.
Went to University of Louisville 2000 to 2001. Came home that summer and stayed with you all in Owensboro for my sophomore year of college, and then got married that summer. And then I left. So, yeah. What is that? 19 years?
Give or take.
Yeah. Pretty crazy. But you guys are close enough now where you can hang out, which is pretty sweet.
See,
Color me jelly. I prefer strawberry.
rhubarb.
Rhubarb? What'd you say?
Just sounds funny. Rhubarb.
It does sound funny. Have you ever had rhubarb?
Yes.
Yes. Strawberry rhubarb pie is actually really
Really?
good.
Makes it fantastic.
If it's made right.
Where have you guys had rhubarb?
So one of my old well, now he's a master gunny. We didn't get along. That's a whole nother story. But his wife was a saint. She was awesome. And she made the best pie. And she made strawberry rhubarb pie. And it was glorious. It was so good.
The best, huh?
Uh-oh. Them's fighting words there, buddy.
Well, I don't know. Alex makes pretty good pie.
Challenge accepted.
Challenge accepted. Throwing down
Well,
the proverbial gauntlet, or in this case, oven mitt.
What do you mean oven mitts?
What, do you just reach in there barehanded, Mr. Bear? Yeah.
With my bare hands.
With what hands?
My bare hands.
Your bare. Rawr.
Bare hands. Hey, it works sometimes. I don't know. 60% of the time, it works every time. Mm.
Can you believe I can't spell proverbial?
Yes. So I like to complain math is hard, spelling is worse.
Oh my goodness, I can't spell proverbial. Preverbal. Preverbal. That's not what I spelled.
Proverbial.
Proverbal.
No.
English is hard.
And that is why we did not compete in the spelling bee as a kid growing up.
Nope. I did a spelling bee once and I lost on the first word. I think it was like flower or something. So I spelled flower like the cake flower. He's like, no, it's the plant flower. I
Could
should
Can
have
you
asked,
use it
can
in
you
a
use it in a
sentence?
sentence? I should have said that. Nope.
The flower scented flower smelled like flour. Well, crap. Or you get the word there.
Oh, boys. I'm telling you, I needed tonight with you guys more than yesterday, you know, more than anything else this week. Today's been a rough day of just
That bad?
roughness, you know, and folks, you may not know this, but we get on this line and we chat probably for a good 20 minutes. Alex and I a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Because Greg's still getting his house in order with the Yoshi and whatever else is over there dangling.
He went to the vet today.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He was not happy.
Oh, did he lose his goods?
No. He lost his goods
Oh,
years ago. No, he hasn't had those since 2019. But he is he's a jerk. That's all there is to it.
Maybe that's why. You know, when you lose your goods, maybe you become a jerk. Who knows?
I hope.
Oh goodness! And then Alex says, "Is that Kitty?"
No, this is what the vet refers to as mean kitty.
Oh, mean Kitty.
She's not allowed to go to the vet without medication to sedate her.
Oh my goodness!
No joke.
Your poor cat.
And yet she's just loving on you, like, "Oh, you're the best. Why'd you pick me up?"
I'm the only person, apparently. I don't know.
Wow.
That can get away with it.
Mean Kitty. Good
Mean
kitty.
kitty.
Mean Kitty.
Bad by kid.
Yeah.
Gosh.
So yeah, today was rough, on so many levels, and you guys, I know you've both experienced it. You've both shared with me on a few occasions. Just a feeling of, man, this stinks.
Yep.
Mhm.
This really stinks. And so tonight's show, tonight's podcast, today's, whenever you're listening to this, my hope is that you hear this today, whenever, and you laugh and you enjoy our antics back and forth, because what is that sound? Yeah, Craig.
The cat toy. The cat going to town.
It sounds like a little micro, like, laser beam going on. Pew, 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 pew.
It's a little tiny mouse.
Yeah.
And when he knocks it around, which he absolutely loves doing, it makes all the noise.
Makes all the noises. Oh man. Alex, what you doing there, buddy? Oh, ooh. Alex got some show of hands over here. Ladies and
Are
gentlemen,
you
you are missing the show. That was
making
nice, man.
things
Thank you.
disappear?
Yeah.
It's like
I've been working
it's
on it.
like magic.
Have you? It was nice.
Thank you.
It was very nice. I'm impressed. So yeah, so boys, tell me something good. What's happened this week? What's good? What's new? I mean, obviously, Alex, you've been working on your sleight of hand magic. That's pretty nice. It's good. Got any card tricks?
I don't have a deck on me, unfortunately.
Bring them next week.
I can if you'd like.
Yeah, I'd like to see that. I really would. Oh, pinky's up. Is that what that
Pinky's
was?
out.
Yeah. That looked like it was instinctual. Like you picked it up and that pinky went straight up.
And remember, SpongeBob, when in doubt,
Pinky out.
You know what? I do have so actually so I had duty this last week.
Me too.
Oh,
Hold
Alex,
on.
your face.
Hold
That
on.
was awesome.
Hold on. So
I talked to him on his duty day.
for starters, so my duty and what Alex does for duty are two completely different things.
They're not the
It's a
same.
lot shorter. Yeah, it's not the same. I don't get a lot of sleep, so that's similar.
Okay, I was about to say.
I don't get a lot of sleep. It's literally, I if I'm lucky, I go to bed by 1. If I'm lucky, I go to bed by 1, and then I'm up before 5. So yeah, so that part is, yeah, so less than 4 hours of sleep. And I get the next day off, which is nice.
Oh, don't.
but no. So the positive part about that, no one likes standing duty. Part of my responsibilities is to go over to where most of the Marines, the younger Marines live, and check on them. Whoever's on duty goes and visits the barracks. And he is going to town with that thing.
Oh, he's
He's
loves
all
it.
about it.
Holy
Sorry.
cow! Yeah,
This is gonna be the episode of Squeaks.
You get that, Toyoshi. You get it.
We can take it out in
he
edits.
He is
Yeah.
just going through and clicking over and over again.
No,
Trying to make it go away. There it is. Then like all of our voices are getting like chopped out. Hut. Yep. But
What?
But no, so
Go duty. What?
So what? Yep. So I walk into the barracks. This is one of like the 5 or 6 times I went over there that night, and I have 2 Marines that are on duty in the barracks. So they stay in the barracks. They stay up the entire night. They're allowed to sleep, but only one of them can be asleep at any one time. So at minimum, one of the Marines is always. Yeah, of course we do. We post a fire watch.
In the barracks.
Mm-hmm. There's always someone there awake.
That's dumb.
Yeah, that's how we roll. It's how I've always had. Excuse me. That's how I've always had duty since I've been in the Marine Corps, honestly. There's someone that's always awake. Well, anyways, I walk in, and the one Marine that's there, I've never met this kid before. There's a lot of Marines in my unit, and so I don't know everyone. It's just the way it is. It's impossible for me to know everyone by name or by sight. And he goes, Staff Sergeant, can I ask you a question? It's like, I mean, I'll give you an
You
answer.
just did.
You just did.
You just did. So I go. What started as just asking this question, or giving it, accepting that I'm willing to listen to him and answer it to the best of my ability, turned into I ended up hanging out there probably for a solid hour. Um, he was dealing with problems with this ex-girlfriend and the relationship he had with her, and all of these different things, and drama, like young adult drama, because again, we're in our 30s and this young man is in his early
For now.
20s. We still are.
For now.
Shh. We still are. And it turned into like me, like, just basically like it turned into me,
Life coaching?
yeah, essentially just life coaching. Just, you know, I before the night was, before the night was done, I'd given him referrals to, some of the different organizations that we have in the Marine Corps, you know, helping him set up an appointment, talking to chaps, and all these things. I told him, I said, look, I can give you all of the advice in the world, but honestly, with a lot of the things that you're dealing with, like, you need to talk to a professional. You need to have that conversation. More specifically, not just a professional, but a professional that's a third party that has no vested interest whatsoever in the situation.
Okay. The look on your face, Greg, of I cannot believe this dog is whiting again. Alex, nice mustache, by the way. You got the Mario Wario look going on. I kind of like it.
Thanks.
He's going to town.
Woo! You're not kicking that dog, are you?
Nope.
Yeah, no, you're not. I absolutely know you're not. Oh, my. We lost
One
visual.
He's trying.
Yeah, he is, and that's good.
Mm-hmm.
So, how about you, Alex?
My week has been interesting, brother. Really interesting.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Well, we had a member of the First Class Petty
Well-
Officers Association, so another guy of the same rank as me that's basically in the group of first classes on the boat, passed away this weekend.
No.
Yep. They're not releasing anything. They're not saying, how the individual died, because it was off base. It was at his home. But they have, and I quote, definitely ruled out suicide. So there's at least,
That's
that good part of it.
Yeah, sure. But still, man, I'm sorry.
It's okay. Unfortunately, I didn't know this individual too well. He was a member of the mess, right?
Okay.
So we had a meeting today to talk about what we were going to do as a first class association to make sure that we could, have some way to honor him, because we're doing a memorial for him on Friday. So that's going down. I don't know. We made some ideas, and we had some things that we had thrown out. It's just going to be difficult to put all that stuff together by Friday. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But the week prior to that was interesting. So you guys both know what I do on a day-to-day basis.
Right. Yeah.
So
Well, not all of it.
not all of it, right? It's stuff I can't tell you, I'd have to kill you. But
Right. Write a book later. Just write a book.
Probably.
Yeah. Right.
So one of the
I'd
things
read it. I'd read it.
I mean,
I would too.
I'd read it.
All right. It'd be
Yeah,
interesting.
Do it. Oh, Alex is gonna write a book. I can't wait.
This will be interesting. All right. Can someone come behind me and spell check it? Because I can't spell.
Was that proverbial or preverbal?
Preverbal. Yes,
Preverbal.
indeed. Wow. So the week prior to that,
It's all hyperbole.
hyperbole,
It's all hyperbole. Hyperbole.
hyperbole, hyperbole,
Hyperbole.
Oh, there you go.
hyperbole. There it is.
Hyperbole.
But anyway, so the entire week, the last week has been us gearing up towards basically bringing the plant up. For about a little over 2 years, we've been down while we've been going through repairs and alterations and all sorts of other stuff. So this last week has been basically a final stretch for, okay, one of the 2 plants that we have is coming up, so we need to get ready for that. And in layman's terms, pretty much we just needed to make sure the plant was clean.
That makes sense.
Yeah, because we had way too many stars walking through, right? Civilians that hold the positions of admirals, actual admirals walking through. Like, no joke, we really had to make sure that everything looked good.
Right.
And then we had to prove that we were good enough to bring everything hot, because the boat that's parked next to us kept having a whole bunch of issues as they were bringing their plant hot again for the first time. There's a high likelihood that boat's actually going to get its keys taken, and their life is going to get miserable for a little bit.
Aw.
So
Sad face.
yeah, it's not good. So with us,
That's rough.
when it comes to the Navy, you're pretty much guilty by association, right?
Oh.
So because we share a pier with these guys, automatically they're gonna assume that when they walk through, it's gonna be just as bad. So, we got our stuff pushed in for a little bit. It was interesting. But I can safely say, yesterday we did bring the plant up. We got up past a certain temperature, which was kind of a milestone. We transitioned some stuff, which was again kind of a milestone. And yeah, we're well on our way to bringing this plant like fully hot. So it's good. What that means for me is I've been down there watching these guys, because, in all honesty, more than 3/4 of the people that are here have never seen a hot plant.
Wow.
Yeah. So
that's a brand new boat.
Less than 10 years ish.
No. I'm sorry, not the boat itself. Like, that's a brand new crew.
The crew.
Oh yeah. The crew is most of my students from Prototype.
Oh my goodness.
No joke. Like, I walk through and I look at them like, yeah, I gave you this checkout. I gave you that checkout. Do you remember some of that stuff? No? All right, this is going to be fun. Okay.
I taught you. And
Do you remember what I taught you?
And you.
No.
And you.
So it's been interesting, but I've literally been shadowing most of those guys, because that's been my role, and making sure that they're doing the stuff that they're supposed to do when they're supposed to do it. So life has been kind of interesting. My duty day yesterday was literally running around with all of these guys as they did the appropriate steps, and being that supervisor in the position of actually having done all of this stuff before, and making sure that stuff worked the way it was supposed to go. So it was kind of nice.
Sounds like fun, man. Sounds like you're finally getting to do what you like to do.
Yeah, I just need to get qualified now. That's the big thing.
I know that feeling.
I actually get to be the dude that does the stuff, not the guy that supervises other people do the stuff.
So that's an interesting point that you both just made, because I think what I do, I think we would benefit from annual, regular qualification checks, because oftentimes, and I'm not speaking out of turn here, folks, but oftentimes we can get stuck in a rut because that's what we've done and that's what we'll continue to do because it worked here, so it's got to work in the next place. And you guys are constantly updating what you're doing, how you're doing it, what you're doing it with, and well, maybe not so much on your last boat, Alex. I apologize.
Oh, that's fine.
But 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 you're constantly renewing what you sorry about that. Renewing what you know so that you don't get rusty or you don't get stuck. And I think that would be really beneficial to my field, not just to who I am and where I serve, but to all pastors, because it was once said that the day you stop learning is the day you die.
Amen.
And and if we stop growing, if we stop learning, we become stuck. And what you guys are doing, I don't know how to. I know how to do it personally, but I don't know how to do it across the board. Like all of us are going to do this, or we're all going to brush up on this or whatnot. Like there are certain things that we do uh every other year or every third year or whatnot. But yeah, I think a general consensus of this is you're an officer now. Show me
Do
how you do
this.
this. Exactly. Do this, change this, update this, and let's move forward. Let's not be stuck in the 1980s. Let's get up. Let's move forward. So, yeah, thanks for that enlightenment, fellas. I really appreciate that.
Anytime. If there's one thing you can do, it's what we do every month. They make us take a test.
And if
Yeah, see, I don't like that.
So
you fail that test, what happens?
you get an upgrade. So you have to go back and talk to people about the knowledge that you missed on that test.
Huh.
And then if you fail enough of them, you get removed from your duties until you finish an upgrade that has you talk to your 04 or above.
Wow.
Yeah. Adds that peer pressure value into it. Because if you're removed from your
so
duties, what's up?
what does this test involve? I mean, is it
So
physical? Is it mental? Is it
it's all mental. It's all short answer. So hold on. There we go. So as a nuke, right? One of the things that I do is I take actual tests, right? Most of them realize that we as a group of individuals are pretty smart individuals, right?
Sure.
If you give me a standardized test with multiple choice questions, I can probably figure out the right answer even if I don't know the subject matter.
Okay.
Right? Because it's all process of elimination at this point, right? Because
Right. Yeah.
So
there's
funny.
2 wrong answers and there's 2 right answers, and one of them is more right than the other.
Okay.
Right? So if it's math, yeah, okay, I'm gonna figure that out, right? But if it's like short answer stuff, like you have A, B, C, and D, right? Well, obviously, B and D are completely wrong. There's no way that those are right, even if I don't know the correct answer, because it's common sense at that point. So really, you have to choose between, A and C.
Okay.
And there's like subtle things in all standardized tests that you can kind of figure out. Obviously it's A because they use this wording instead of the wording that they use in C. So you can figure out the correct answer. So multiple choice questions don't actually give you any sort of real knowledge check, right?
Right.
Because you could guess B the entire time and still statistically be 25% correct,
Okay.
right?
That's very true. That's why
So
when kids take the practice test on the ASVAB, I'm like, how did you get a 2? It's not physically possible.
They spelled their name wrong.
You could have literally Christmas treed the test. I've done it for kicks. I thought it would be funny, and I got a 25. Like, no.
yeah, I took the practice ASVAB and I got an 89. So
Right.
I was also like real tired when Mom drove me to the office because she really wanted to go.
She really wanted you out of the house.
You're not wrong.
I love you, Alex.
Okay,
Oh,
son.
man.
See you later.
Goodbye.
So what they do for us instead is every single test that we take is short answer, right? You actually have to prove your knowledge in this instance. You know, they say
Okay.
they give you a situation. You have to one figure out what the problem with the situation is. So identify the problem, and then give the actions to solve that problem, right? And usually that's the case of a procedure that you have to have memorized,
Okay.
right? So every single month, we go and take a test over the training that we've had for that entire month.
Mm.
Right, so every week we have to go to a departmental training and a divisional training, and then at the end of the month they pull questions from those trainings to make sure and prove that you actually went, and they ask you those questions.
Wow.
Yeah, and then what you have to do is you have to determine what the correct answer to those questions are, based on the context clues that they give you, and then answer the question appropriately. Sometimes it's pretty easy, like, oh, you're in a loss of blah. What do you do? Oh, okay, yeah. So I'd start listing all this stuff out, give my, actions and reasons for my actions, because you obviously have to know why you do the things you do.
Right.
Because it doesn't make sense if you're just like, yeah, I do all these things. Well, why do you do them?
Because my Master Chief told me to.
Yeah, pretty much. So you look at it all and you're like, yeah, so I'm going to do all these things, and here's all the reasons why, right? And it's pretty simple. If you open up the book and you look at the book, here's all the actions, and on the right-hand side, they have principles behind the actions.
Oh.
Right? It's actually like blocked off in 2 different columns. So you're like, that makes sense. Okay, cool. And you do all that stuff. Or they give you like a strictly knowledge-based question. And they say, hey, draw an LVP motor controller, right? Low voltage protection, right? It's basically, it has a maintaining switch inside wherever you are.
All right, Patrick. I'm on the same boat.
You push the button, right, and it creates a path of current flow to the maintaining contact, or the maintaining coil, right? And that thing's like a giant magnet. So whenever you energize it, it brings a magnetic field, and it actually shuts your maintaining contact and your mainline contacts. So when that happens, you can release that start button, and you still have a path of current flow, and your thing still works, right?
You know that meme where the mathematical things are flying past the individual, and she's got this just... Yeah, Alex, you just did that to me. But thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Dude, I am fueled. I can go. You want me to go? I can go.
No. We only have an hour.
That's about the time that my lectures are. All right, so.
Yeah.
No, please. No. My brain can only handle so much.
Regardless of all of that, right? So that'll give you a specific question that you have to answer, right? And there is no A, B, C, or D unless it's like a 4-part question. You answer A, you answer B, you answer C, you answer D. There is no guessing. You either know the right answer or you don't. And then on top of all of that, it is graded by your peers. So your peers have an answer key, and they have like point values to like keywords and tricky phrases, things that they're actually looking for. The main problem that we have, though, is at the top of every answer key it says grade for understanding. Sorry, I have the hiccups. I apologize.
When's the last time you saw a blue duck?
I actually don't know. I think it was at Target with you guys. I was walking through and there were blue ducks on the aisle for some reason. It was weird.
No way. Blue ducks?
Yeah. You don't remember? They were little pulley ducks, right? It was like the toy aisle we were walking by, and it had a little string on the front and you could pull it. The duck was blue.
Do you know if it took batteries or not?
It did not. It was like a wooden play toy, but it was sold at Target. It was in the baby section.
Do you think you could find it anywhere else?
No.
What would it be packaged like if it were?
Probably in a box with like a zip tie around it to make sure that nobody stole it.
Should it have a security tag? Should it have a security tag while it says on too?
It should, but it probably did not. Actually, I can guarantee it did not because it was in the baby section. The only thing that they actually care about in the baby section is formula. That's why it's under video monitoring.
Yeah, it's a common thing to steal.
In fact,
Why
it
on
is.
earth are we talking about this?
I don't know. Greg started it.
Alex, do you still have the hiccups?
I do, in fact.
Crud. I tried.
It happens.
Quack, 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 quack,
Quack.
quack, quack,
I can't help him. He's done.
quack.
We're just gonna have to take him out back and shoot him.
Yeah, he's done. Call it.
Speaking of,
yes.
we didn't even talk about that last time. So last weekend,
Wait, hold on. Listen to this.
did we talk about? Did we
Quack,
talk about
quack.
the game? Quack.
She usually answers. Hold on.
Oh,
Hi,
look,
Caroline.
There she is.
there she is.
Say hi. Yeah?
Hi.
Hi.
Say hi.
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 She's looking at you guys in my phone because you're up there too.
Aw, sweet.
Say hi.
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 Precious.
All
Awesome.
fish are
No.
important too.
I love it. That's great. Nothing like fish and uncles. Uncles and fish. Fish uncles.
Fish uncles?
Fish uncles.
Just don't call us
Funcles?
don't call us Funcles. I knew it was coming.
Are you a funkle?
I'm a Funk.
The heck's a funkle?
I had a fungal infection once. That was pretty bad.
Don't even make no sense.
No, don't pet me. Get it.
No, did we talk about going to the range last week,
I believe so.
Patrick?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because we talked about your new pew.
All right. Say bye-bye.
It's been bye-bye.
Bye.
All right.
Oh,
Bye, sweet girl. Love you.
I bought this
Just gonna stare at
week.
the fishes.
There's something else that's exciting.
Ooh, Majora's
still-
Mask on the DS. Very nice.
Yeah.
Quack, quack.
I finally I was like, you know what? Can you not have this is one of them that I have not beaten yet.
I have not either because I do not like the time travel part.
I enjoy it.
I
thought
hated
it was I played it. I enjoyed it.
Nope.
Absolutely hated it.
Speaking of, this
Of
ties into something else I want to ask you guys about.
time
So
travel.
are you guys oh yeah, no time travel.
Ooh.
No, that'd be interesting. No, are you
Mhm.
guys following the 35th anniversary, the Zelda 35th anniversary stuff?
I
have not seen anything.
No, sir.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
So right now the
How did we lose
we're-
him with there
I
he
don't
is.
know.
Is he back?
hello?
Are you back?
Are you there?
Hello?
Hello.
Hello? What?
Hello? Yep.
What?
Yep.
What?
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 Why do we do that? Why is that so entertaining to us? I don't.
I don't know.
It's fun. Don't get me wrong. It makes me giggle every single time we do it.
It's better than mine.
Yeah, oh.
Mine.
Mine?
Mine.
No. So speaking of, so
I'm not
So-
joining that one.
all right. So officially, excuse me. Well,
No,
pass it
Greg's
on here in
tired.
a second. All right. No, Patrick's got it. All right.
I don't
So
have it.
officially,
Nope.
they are going to release Skyward Sword, a remake of Skyward Sword for the Switch.
For $60.
Which I'm not gonna lie. that part peeves me, but at the same time, of the new Zelda games, that's the only one I haven't played.
Skyward Sword. I don't even remember it, so I don't think
It was
I've
one of the
played it.
last
Is
Zelda
that
games
cool?
for the Wii, the first one for the Wii U.
Yep.
Nope.
It was like the last one for the GameCube was Twilight Princess, and the first one for the Wii was Twilight Princess. Yeah.
They kind of did the same thing with Skyward Sword.
Okay.
It came out at the end of, and it had this crazy sword mechanic where like the Wiimote, like, because it had that extra sensor on it that you could actually like, so if like you slashed, down and up at an angle, Link would slash that way.
Oh, cool.
He would slash across. You could make him stab. You could make him, slash down and whatnot.
Down, Piggy, down.
So yeah, so it was very, it was cool. It was something that was. It was quite entertaining.
As is that.
But because of where it fell in the releases, it just kind of fell off the face of the earth.
It got lost, yeah.
It didn't get the attention that it probably should have deserved.
I got you.
There was a lot of people, honestly, too, because the only way you could play that game was by swinging your Wiimote around like a idiot.
And I can't imagine on the Wii U though, because it was the first handheld that had a screen in the middle of it.
Yep.
Right. Well, you played it. You played it with the you played it with the nunchuck, with the Wiimote and the nunchuck.
The nunchuck?
Nunchuck.
Yeah, that's what they called it, the nunchuck.
Yeah, that's when pork. Never mind.
Oh, Family Channel.
Bad joke. Bad joke. Bad joke. Bad joke.
Family
Bad
Channel.
joke. Bad joke. So the nunchuck.
Still makes you giggle.
Got a question for you boys. This is gonna be a quick one because we're coming up on that time. So
Oh gosh, already?
yeah, man. Yeah, but we've got time. We've got time to play with this a little bit. So we all understand comic books. And we've already gone the route of, if you had a superpower, any superpower, what would it be?
Mm-hmm.
And recently in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, they've started playing around with the multiverse.
Which is
And-
really cool.
Which is very cool. And I don't know, Alex, you've probably seen, Greg, I don't know if you have. Have you guys seen Spider-Man Into the Multiverse?
Yes. Many times.
With Miles Morales,
In
who
fact.
is a black Spider-Man.
See?
And Peter Parker shows up from his multiverse, or from his universe, into Miles Morales' universe and teaches him how to be Spider-Man.
A second Spider-Man.
Okay, Greg,
First
if you haven't-
Spider-Man died.
The first one died. The original Peter Parker Spider-Man died in his universe, in
Yes.
Miles Morales' universe. Anyways, Greg, if you haven't seen this movie, find it somewhere. It's pretty stellar. It really
Okay.
is. It really is a classic show.
Was on Netflix for a bit.
So, gentlemen, my question to you is this. In the vein of a multiverse, what would your alternate be doing in one or two of your multiverses? Let's go with two. Go ahead.
I'll bite.
Okay.
So, in one of those multiverses, that one would have paid attention in high school, have gotten good enough grades, and have gone to college
Nice.
to a point where not really pay attention so much as actually tried. And would have gone to college and probably would have been a pharmacist.
Fascinating.
To the point where, I'd probably still be a creature of comfort, and I love my wife more than anything. And quite honestly, she's been with me through all of this stuff. So I guarantee you, she would have been with me through college, through 5 years of pharmacy school, and through the whole doctorate thing, and have been doing something. I'd probably be living somewhere in Georgia because the best pharmacy school that I found was a 5-year program at UGA. So I would have been doing that.
Go Bulldogs.
More than likely.
Go Dogs.
The second version probably would have tried college, had gotten bored with it, and then gone the same route as Dad and would be a police officer somewhere in North Georgia.
Fascinating. Wow.
Not even gonna lie.
I like that, Alex. That was pretty cool, man. I mean, I like you, this Alex,
Yeah.
but I like what you were putting together. That was nice. Greg?
So the first one of me, I can imagine actually going to college to study music. So I'm betting when they got to college, he probably realized that, just like I did after I became a professional musician in the Marine Corps, that making it a career, because he probably would have gone in on a like a music performance degree.
Yeah.
And you are so goofy. It
Can't help it.
It wouldn't have worked out, and then he probably would have switched majors to probably like general ed.
And been a band teacher.
Yay!
Or switched the major to music education.
Nice.
I don't think I'd want, I don't know. But he would end up doing something else after that, because I feel like after having been on recruiting duty and like working with band directors and teachers, I feel like if his personality is anywhere similar to mine, he would have just no. And then, so this one actually, I again, alternate timeline. What could have happened? I've thought about this, actually a lot in the past. I really don't think about it anymore because I'm happy with the route that I took. But at the end of my first enlistment, when I was I was 20, 21, 22 years old in the Marine Corps. I just finishing up coming on to the end of my first enlistment and re-enlisting. Alex, do you know what an O211 is?
No.
All right, so Patrick, I'm guessing you don't either. So O211 is a job in the Marine Corps that is counterintelligence.
Ooh.
More specifically, they're human intelligence.
It's an oxymoron.
So they speak, most of them are fluent in multiple languages. They are handlers. They collect, condense, and disseminate intelligence primarily from the from human contacts. They talk to people, and that's how they collect their intelligence.
Okay. It's what Liz's cousin, her husband, does in the Marine Corps.
Oh wow. Okay.
I call him an oxymoron.
I thought about going that route, and actually I had started it in depth. I'd finished my this yawn is hitting me hard. I had finished my background investigation and actually completed an interview. I had completed the interview with the instructor, and I could imagine me still being in the Marine Corps, same age as I am now, but instead of being a staff sergeant, I'd probably be a master sergeant. Most likely attached to some unit. Most likely still deployed and overseas and doing things and stuff. So that's that's the other alternate. Yeah, if I'd gone in, if I were to dabble in the multiverse.
Nice. Well, my first route, or one of my doppelgangers, most definitely would have finished University of Louisville and not messed that up, and would have continued in the field of music education with the emphasis of voice, and would probably be teaching in Louisville right now, either at one of the more collective high schools, or even YPass itself. Another one would have definitely seen his talent and driven more to see it come into fruition, and would have probably gone instead to University of Louisville on a baseball scholarship, which then would have seen him identified by some scouts, and picked up for AAA ball. Probably would have played a little bit, might have gotten a taste of the majors, probably not too much though, because he also has an addictive personality, and probably would have found himself falling out of graces, if you will, but finding himself back up after realizing what caused his fall. And so, yeah, that's probably the route of my two that I'm going to touch on tonight. And thanks for
Interesting.
exercising a little bit with me tonight, fellas. That was fun. I know you don't run, Alex, but that was fun.
I don't run.
You don't.
Well, you just ran in your mind, son.
Oh, look at ya! Look at ya!
Just look at it.
My
Just-
mind is always running, shipmate.
Just look. Just
Always.
look.
The reason why I said
Good work,
oxymoron is intelligence marine. Meh.
Eh,
Eh.
You're a jerk. At least we know.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
I'll take care of it next time I see you.
My wife asked if I could clear the kitchen table. I had to get a running start, but I made it. To the person who stole my antidepressants,
I hope you're happy now.
I hope you're happy. Boyo, you got one?
No.
All right. So, Patrick, this one's for you.
okay.
It says a priest, a minister, and a rabbi went to see who's best at their job.
Okay.
So they each went into the woods, found a bear, and attempted to convert it. Later they get together. The priest begins. When I found the bear, I read to him from the first catechism and sprinkled him with holy water. Next week is his first communion. The minister goes, I found the bear by the stream and preached God's holy word. The bear was so mesmerized that he let me baptize him. They both look down at the rabbi, who's lying on a gurney in a body cast. Looking back, he replies, maybe I shouldn't have started with the circumcision.
That's wrong.
That's funny is what it is.
That's wrong.
I made my mother's French sister angry.
Oh no. Sacre bleu.
No, she's a croissant.
Cross.
Yeah, Jerome.
Neighbor rang on my doorbell at 3 a.m. My neighbor rang on my doorbell at 3 a.m. Can you believe it? Luckily, I was still up playing the drums.
I haven't had that problem before.
No, you haven't?
No, I usually stop around 2.
Oh, that's good on you. That's good on you. Did you hear about this new restaurant called Karma?
No.
Yeah, there's no menu. You get what you deserve.
Oh.
My mom was a radiologist. She met my dad when he came in for an x-ray. I wonder what she saw in him.
The easiest time to add insult to injury is when you're signing somebody's cast.
No, wait. Adding insult to injury. I got you. I
Mhm.
got you.
Break a leg.
Yeah, I got you.
All I'm reminded is a one-legged man making hops.
Oh gosh. A ventriloquist is performing with his dummy on his lap. He's telling a dumb blonde joke when a young platinum-haired beauty jumps to her feet. What gives you the right to stereotype blondes that way? She demands. What does hair color have to do with my worth as a human being? Flustered, the ventriloquist begins to stammer out an apology. You keep out of this, she yells. I'm talking to the little jerk on your knee.
I'm reading a horror novel in Braille. Something bad is going to happen. I can feel it.
Oh man.
I told my wife she was drawing her eyebrows too high. She looked surprised.
I can feel it.
I can feel it. Oh, thanks, Alex. It's nice when a joke comes back 2 jokes later.
I'm here for you.
Aw. All right. What kind of bird doesn't know the words to their own song?
A kookaburra?
No. A hummingbird. Aw.
No.
Aw. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that about wraps up our episode for this evening. We truly appreciate you hanging out with us. Thanks for letting us laugh with each other, at each other, around each other. We hope that you got some laughs out of tonight too.
With each
Really,
other?
with us. What? Ooh.
With each other?
With each other. Yeah, we laughed with each other.
Yeah.
Didn't we? Aw. Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
So thank you all very much. Again, this is episode 67 of Brothers in Arms podcast. You can find us live, usually on Sundays, but yes, today's Monday. But you can usually find us on Sundays at twitch.tv/Brothers in Arms podcast. That's around 9-ish. We send out a tweet on our Twitter, on our Twitter, on our Twitter. And you'll find that if you'd like to follow us, it's at yourBIA podcast. You can also find these episodes and all the back episodes up to episode 15. Coming in hot. Back to episode 15. Wash your
I don't know
hands,
why
say your
that's so
prayers.
funny.
Jesus, and germs are everywhere. You can
Amen.
find all of those on YouTube, and you can find our channel. Subscribe to it, please. Punch us a like on our videos. That would really help us out. It's fun to know that you're there. But you can find those at Brothers in Arms Podcast. That's all one word, Brothers in Arms Podcast. And you'll see our lovely faces, all three of us, on that shebang. Alex does not have a mustache on that one. We've got to get a new one, by the way.
Meh.
I know. We got to get a new picture. It's
Meh.
coming. But yep. So
Meh.
we're the Funcles, and we truly appreciate you. Thank you so much. Greg, any parting remarks?
Finger guns. Drink water, change your socks, take Motrin. Pew pew.
Pew!
Shooter McGavin.
Pew! 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 Pow! Pow! Alex?
Do something fun for yourselves this week.
Ooh.
You know, find enjoyment in the everyday monotony of life. Because honestly, it's monotony without it, and not monopoly. Monotony.
Monotony. Da, na, 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 na.
Monotony.
Da, da, na, na.
Monotony.
Da, 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 da.
Monotony.
Seriously.
Awesome. And yeah, I will second that. And definitely check in with those that you love. Check in with those that you don't love. Check in with each other, because it's so important that we know that we're there for each other. So, Alex, Greg, thank you.
Always.
Thanks for being the bright spot on my day today. So I truly appreciate it.
I am in fact bright.
You are very bright indeed, my man.
Shiny star.
Shiny star.
And
Superstar.
jazz hands. We've come full circle.
In just hands.
Love you guys.
And Pan's Labyrinth. Love you.
What the? Hey.
Butterfly. I'm a moose. All right.
I'm a bird. I'm a moose. I'm a bird. Now I have no idea what we're doing. I'm totally at a loss.
You're sleepy. It's okay. So love you guys. Oh, we weren't doing that. My bad.
Oh, we're doing that.
Oh,
Woof.
sweet. What?
Wolf. Oh, there you go. 2 words. Wolf.
Oh, for those who are not seeing this visually, bless you. All you're getting is me laughing and these two making some very interesting noises. But yes, the visual is worth it. And we
It
love
is.
you all. It is. It is. Have a fantastic week. We love y'all. We'll talk at you soon. Bye-bye now.
Bye.
Bye.
Wolf. Wolf. It's the wrong mouth. Not mouth. Mouth. He goes, hello.
Oh.
I am Lindsay Lohan.
I am Lindsay Lohan. Hello.
And we're still streaming. I love this.
Oh, great.
Goodbye,
Bye,
all.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Much love.
Love you.
Love you. Bye.